What will the boss do with no next stop?
Does Pia Zadora sound better with strings?
Why won't the Marilyn Monroe controversy go away?
Could Jason Robards find fault with Faulkner?
Entertainment Tonight draws down the curtain with Bruce on Thursday, October 3rd, 1985.
We'll be seeing you.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Mary Hart.
And I'm Rob Weller. Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA tour drew to a close last night before 84,000 fans in the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. Eric Burns has the words and the music.
To understand how extensive this tour was, Bruce Springsteen began it at age 34 and single, and finished last night in Los Angeles 36 and married. The tour began in June of 1984 in St. Paul, Minnesota. It was the first of 156 concerts in 11 countries. Last night, 3 hours of regular concert, an hour and 15 minutes of encores. People standing at their seats, swaying, clapping through almost all of it. What is it about this man?
He's just like a down-to-earth, good old boy.
This is the best concert I've ever seen.
He's all-American.
What I've got to know before I leave tonight is, what I must know before I leave is, do you love me? Do you love me?
Do they love him? They're crazy about him. 5 million people paid more than $80 million to see him on this tour. An expensive ticket, they say, but a priceless experience.
Watch me now!
Eric Burns, Entertainment Tonight.
Well, that's the boss. Now for some ratings. In the Wednesday overnights, ABC had a very good showing, averaging 20.5 in prime time. Dynasty led the way with a 26.6 rating in the Nielsen 10 market numbers. NBC was second at 13.4, helped by Highway to Heaven winning its time slot. And the all-new CBS Wednesday night lineup finished a distant third, managing only a 9.7 primetime average.
Actor Sidney Clute, who played Detective LaGuardia for 3 seasons on the TV series Cagney and Lacey, died of cancer today in Los Angeles. He was 69 years old. Actor George Savalas, Detective Stavros on the Kojak TV series, died of leukemia yesterday in Los Angeles. He was 58. Survivors include his brother Telly Savalas, who played the title role on Kojak.
The New York publishing house William Morrow says Rock Hudson's autobiography titled My Story will be out next year. Proceeds from the book will go to the AIDS Research Foundation to fight the disease which claimed Hudson's life yesterday. Meantime, the Christian Broadcasting Network says it will show Hudson's last public performance. Hudson's final appearance was with his friend Doris Day for her new series, Best Friends. It was taped June 18th and will air October 13th on the Christian Broadcasting Cable Network.
Yeah, it's so good to see you.
Oh, it's great.
I miss those laughs we used to have.
Oh, me too.
I do. We had so much fun.
I haven't had a good laugh like that since.
We really had fun making movies.
Yeah.
Didn't we?
Yeah. I wish we'd made more.
We should do it again.
Yeah, we should. What was your favorite movie that we did?
What was my favorite?
Mm-hmm.
I think I liked Pillow Talk.
Pillow Talk?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Did you?
No, I liked High Station Zebra.
You rat.
There will be no funeral service for Rock Hudson. His body was cremated yesterday, 3 hours after he died in his sleep. Friends say his ashes will be scattered at sea.
Take heart, tour fans. Just because Bruce Springsteen has called it a wrap, that's not the end of the world. You can still catch Pia Zadora with Strings. Jeannie Becker reports from Toronto.
With a 40 one-piece orchestra behind her and her father acting as concertmaster, Pia Zadora is out to show the world that motherhood has given her new professional confidence.
I want 5 more.
Oh, really?
Tomorrow.
Started working on it
I
yet?
wish I had started 5 years ago because, you know, we just celebrated our 8th wedding anniversary last week. And it's a little late now for 5 more, but maybe 1 more. Maybe a little brother for you.
You're gonna love me like nobody's loved me. Come rain or come shine.
Pia Zadora is embarking on a concert tour in which she'll appear with symphonies in the U.S. and Europe.
I really love it, and it's a challenge, and it's also a credibility thing for me because when you're up there, there's no hiding behind anything. You're not hiding behind movies or records. You're up there, and I guess also because you know, it's a challenge.
How important is credibility to you right now?
When you really come down to it, I haven't really had a great big hit movie. I haven't had a hit record in the United States, and I'm kind of a celebrity for celebrity's sake. It's an unusual situation, and I think that right now I need some good product and I need some credibility, and that's why I'm here, and that's why Katie's here. She's my best product, right?
Jeannie Becker in Toronto, Entertainment Tonight.
Here's the ET Digest for Thursday, the 3rd of October. In concert, Melissa Manchester at the Universal Amphitheater in Los Angeles. In the bookstore, The Paramount Story by John Douglas Eames. In the record store, Crazy People's Right to Speak from Kaja. And the soundtrack from the Glenn Miller Story, now in stereo. Celebrating birthdays today, Pamela Hensley is 35, Lindsey Buckingham, 38, Chubby Checker, 44, and Gore Vidal is 60. On this date in history, 30 years ago today, the Mickey Mouse Club debuted on ABC, and Captain Kangaroo debuted on CBS.
Coming up next, the death of Marilyn Monroe. 23 years later, the speculation continues. A Rona Barrett report.
And ahead, Adam Ant, a flamboyant rocker, says he's just an ordinary guy off stage.
She was a girl that knew too much. That's the reason that she was put away.
Speculation about Monroe's death will probably never end. Spiriglio was not there when she died, neither was Robert Slatzer. The facts are these. The hospital where Slatzer claims Monroe was taken in a Schaefer ambulance shows no record of her admittance. Jimmy Hoffa is dead. Bernard Spindell, the wiretapper, is also dead. So are John Kennedy, Bobby Kennedy, Peter Lawford, and Monroe. Yet the theories and the book show no sign of ending. Perhaps the time has come for one of those individuals who are very much alive and who were very involved with the Marilyn Monroe saga to come forward and finally tell the story so that the history books may be written correctly once and for all. Rob?
Oh, what a story. Thank you, Rona. It's an all-weather week for Jason Robards. On Broadway, he's been getting everything but cold reviews for The Iceman Cometh. Beginning Sunday night on NBC, he'll co-star in a 2-part presentation of The Long Hot Summer.
Robards plays Will Varner, a wealthy tyrant who controls everything in a small southern town except his rebellious family.
Ben Quick from out west.
Quick. Don't you keep abreast of anything but Eula?
In this day and age, a father that behaves this way, kids would say, oh, to hell with you, and beat him up, or they wouldn't listen to him. But in a way, there are still, to make it believable that he could have this strength and this power of putting people together and ordering his family around the way he does and manipulating. And I presume, and I've heard since I've been down here, that there are still people like that around.
Co-stars include Judith Ivey, Don Johnson, and Sybil Shepherd. And though Robards' appearances on television are rare, his reasons for accepting this role were straightforward.
You do something because you got to pay some bills. You got to do other jobs to do the jobs you want to do. You don't want to sit on your butt. You want to work. And it's an interesting challenge for me, really.
The Long Hot Summer is based on a novel and 2 short stories by William Faulkner, which proved to be another interesting challenge for Robards.
I don't like Faulkner, and that's another thing. I hate him, so I think he's a complete I don't know how he ever got the Nobel Prize. And I hate all that bull from the South.
That's the answer.
A talk with Adam Ant, plus a look at what's #1 in music across the country when Entertainment Tonight returns. Tomorrow on Entertainment Tonight, Jane Wyman and the first of a new series, Rock and Reel. Rock and roll in the movies.
And check your local listings this weekend for time and station as Entertainment This Week presents Michael Caine,
Peter Reckel,
Shirley Muldowney,
Al Green,
and Linda Gray with Rona Barrett. This weekend, all new on Entertainment This Week.
If you're looking for late night laughs, comedian Bill Boggs has the answer, and Dixie Watley has the story.
It's Comedy Tonight.
The show is called Comedy Tonight, a 5-night-a-week half hour of pure comedy that'll air at 12:30 a.m. in most areas. The syndicated program is scheduled in 110 markets, including New York, Chicago, Washington, and Los Angeles.
Our show is a condensed show of comedians. It's people who like stand-up and monologues and prop comedians. It's not a talk show at all. It's just comedian after comedian, and me kind of showing them where to go.
The program will include name comics like Whoopi Goldberg, Soupy Sales, Rich Little, Pudgy, but it will also show off new or undiscovered talents, of which Boggs says there are many.
I view comedy as the rock of the 80s. I think that there are more young people going into comedy now than at any other time in the history of the business.
What makes America now ready for Comedy Tonight?
I just think it's good timing. Plus, we made the deal.
Dixie Watley, Entertainment Tonight.
What does Adam Ant have in common with Frank Sinatra, Elvis Presley, David Bowie, and Sting? Well, like those pop stars before him, the ant has been bitten by the acting bug. Barbara Hauer has more.
In the late 1970s, the London music scene was haunted by some unusual people with unusual names, one of whom was a young man known as Adam Ant, who, with his Ant Band, racked up a moderate commercial success. Since then, his fan club has grown steadily, but then so too has the hostility of the music critics.
I don't know, maybe it's the colour of my hair or the way I move my kneecaps. I don't know, but whatever it is, you know, they can just keep punching away.
His coiffure cosmetics were often more talked about than his music in the early days, but appearance and showmanship were important ingredients to rock groups then as now. Even as
the very sort of glamorous side, I've shown a lot of the glamour and hopefully quite fantastic areas of rock and roll that intrigue me, but this time it's a bit more of the nitty-gritty stuff, a bit simpler.
Your countrymen, Sting and David Bowie, have gone into films in addition to their rock careers. Are you sort of interested in following along in that vein?
I had to discover if I could act or not, whether I had any ability, because people are always saying, oh, you know, singers make good actors, and I don't know if that's necessarily true. So I accepted the part of Mr. Sloane in Joe Alton's black comedy, entertaining Mr. Sloane at the Royal Exchange Theatre in Manchester, which is the scariest thing I've ever done. And the only thing I took out of rock and roll into that play was a pair of leather trousers and the instinct to survive.
Beneath the punk look and the leather jacket, there's a very decent guy in there named Stuart Goddard, who's a lot nicer than he wants his audience to know.
I wouldn't ever want anybody to think they couldn't take me home to their mum and have coffee with them. And in fact, whenever I do, I usually get on very well with the parents. But I get my kicks on stage, you know. I'm a performer.
After 3 weeks at #1, Dire Straits' Money for Nothing has dropped to the #2 spot on Billboard's latest pop chart. And the new #1 song in America, the debut single from Ready for the World, Oh Sheila. Dire Straits fans take heart, though. Their album, Brothers in Arms, is still #1 after nearly 2 months on top.
More of Bruce Springsteen's last concert when we come back.
Well, this land was made